You Good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about You Good, the Red Bull video.
Yep.
Sheckler's part, obviously. I mean, everybody killed it in that video.
Yeah.
But the one thing that really stands out is Sheckler's drop in in Thailand.
Yeah, Taiwan, yeah.
Excuse me.
In Taipei. Yeah, that was the scariest day of filming skateboarding, and like probably the gnarliest day of filming skateboarding that I've ever experienced by far. Because that was not just that, and again, we talk about this in the documentary, but like not just that happened that day. Like Jamie got his ender that day, that nose grind on the rails with gaps in it, and then Zion front boarded that thing, and that was after we had gotten kicked out from. So we'd gone to the bridge first. Mm-hmm. Like Shex wanted that thing for breakfast, and it was just like the most. It looked perfect, but just.
It didn't look perfect.
But like, but also, if you don't do it, you die.
Yeah,
like it's like the thing is as wide as it looks. There's no shoulders on the road. Yeah, there it is. I mean, and he was just like, it's so funny the way his brain works, because like he'll see something like that and get so fired up. So yeah, then someone thought he was actually
gonna jump.
Yeah, this guy on a scooter. And he called it in as like, this guy's trying to end it all.
From what we understood too, I think Sheckler mentioned it when he was on the show a year or so ago, was that it's kind of like a naval base or something. It's like a military type installment there or something.
This whole road goes under a military airport.
Okay, that's what it was.
So they have cameras all along the top. Mm-hmm. And they were like saying stuff in Taiwanese or Mandarin or something, and so like when he's back there, like the fence is on the other side. So we were all looking at it, and like I put my tripod in the center. That's where that first, like right there.
That was shot.
That's like me in the center of the road there. And then we heard sirens. I mean, he was basically getting ready to do it, and then we were surrounded by like military police, ambulances. Like, we got a few fire trucks. Those guys. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we got a few shots off of this stuff, but like pretty much
you were shut
some
down.
guerrilla. Yeah, and so. He had, like, I remember Ryan had really, like, worked himself up so much. I mean, this whole day is really one of the reasons I wanted to make the documentary, because I wanted to tell the story of this day, like, fully fleshed out. So I'll paraphrase, but, we basically ended up going to that other giant handrail, and, like, I thought Ryan was just going to leave on the trip when we got kicked out. Like, he was so, like, there's that feeling of, like, a boxer before a fight, and then it just gets called off, where you have that adrenaline for something like this. Like where do you put all that energy? And like we went to get food, and he was just like pacing outside, and I was just like,
yeah,
hey, like we can get a cab with a couple people, And
I mean, look at that.
And you guys went back
the same day. Yeah.
Wow.
So
the same day. I thought it was the next day.
No, it was
same day.
So we went to the other handrail, the stadium rail, and Jamie and Zion ate. And then we went to get food, and he was like Ryan wanted his. Like, he is such a skate rat, and he couldn't look at his arm going over the edge of that car. So there's a lookout guy.
I know. Where's the spotter on that?
No, he didn't look at the spotter. The spotter is down here. You can see at the end of the video, there's a dude in the purple. He owns this shop, Bamboo Teak.
Okay.
I think it's in maybe Kaohsiung. It's in another town in.
He doesn't even.
That guy. That's the spotter. He was waving his arms like, "Don't go."
Sheckler was so in the zone.
He looked down, and that's it. Like, you can see. Look, watch his head. He does not even. And my arms are shaking. I had to lean against the free. I'm filming the closer
to
shot.
Hold your hand steady.
I literally had to do this.
Yeah.
To like, because I was like, he was climbing up, and I'm like, I've never had that feeling in my life. I was like, I'm gonna film my friend, and this is after the double kink.
Yeah.
You just know like the stuff he skates, like.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
So
wait, how much longer was this after that fall?
That was almost, so again, watch the documentary.
Oh, you did, but about a year or so, right?
But like it was, that recovery was about a year.
Wow.
And then that led up to this trip, and then really what we explore in the documentary is that really like led to him wanting to film his own part, and then that whole story, it connects back to, so that the doc really starts at that ETN slam, and ends with, I mean, almost where we're sitting now, like where he just got that ender that started almost 3 years ago. So the Encinitas business was, I mean, man, I was in Japan with Jamie when he did that, because I'm working on a new part with Jamie Foy right now, and we were heading to a Jamie-sized massive handrail, and it was the morning, and it was about 6 or 7 p.m. in Encinitas, and you and Bowman stepped up for me and drove down from Sacramento that day to film it. Raleigh showed up with him to shoot. And
you drove from Sacramento?
Sacramento the morning
That's
of.
amazing.
Because it was his last day. It was his last shot at it. We were deadline. That was it. Gosh. And so, like, I mean, and we went. That's the only time I wasn't there for that. And he handled it. And dude, I was like, fully just tears. Like,
go to Sheckler's Instagram, Raj. He posted it on his Instagram.
Oh yeah, the photo.
Yeah. Which is interesting because he's posting the photo.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was in Thrasher.
Yes, that's right. Double page. Right.
Yep.
But
should have been a cover.
Should have been right.
Save as a tail drop, but
it's worthy for sure.
Definitely. I mean, I thought both of those were.
But
covers.
It's interesting that somebody. Yes, it wasn't Thrasher, but it's so interesting that usually the last part. I mean, the last trick is for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the video's not out. The video's not out. Trust me.
I know.
And when you see the video, you guys, I think, have seen it.
Mm-hmm. We've seen it.
That's a man on his last legs, and that thing is almost 9 feet above the top of that bank, and that's cheese grater the whole way down. Like every time we went, I think he basically got like maybe 6 tries before it was like your ankles rolled, you're bleeding out of all sorts of stuff, and that last time I think he tried 15 or 16 tries.
Wow.
Like, and it's a war, and so that is in the documentary.
Yes.
The documentary is going to be. I mean, you're not giving too much away.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if we were giving everything away, it'd be a 10-minute documentary. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a joke. I keep trying to get to land.
But it's interesting the way that. But it's interesting the route that he took of like posting it on Instagram instead of just waiting and waiting. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, he knew that the Thrasher thing was coming out. Maybe
it had already come out. It had come out in print already.
It had come out already.
Yeah. It had. Yep. Yep. So he waited for it to get. Get published, and then he.
Why not wait to the next issue of Thrasher? Like, what's the stipulation?
They probably just had it lined up.
I think it's a timing thing with print. You know what I mean? I never understand how print works. They probably had the spot, and they needed to get it out before the video was dropping.
Well, print usually works like they're a couple months ahead usually. And
this snuck right into that one, and I don't know if like the next issue is full or I mean that would be. I don't know. That's not my world. I don't understand print at all. Like it's something that I'm actually really psyched on some of the stuff like Closer that's coming out now. You see like this revival in print that's rad, but like I've never worked in it. I love shooting photos, but it's crazy the amount of time it takes to put one of those together. My name is Paul, and that's between y'all. I don't know.